Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How's everybody out there in YouTube land? Well, I sure hope you guys had fun and dandy. It is Saturday, guys. Saturday afternoon. It's about 2 o'clock. And the weather's been really nice today. It's been about right at 49, 50 degrees, and sunny. And that's great. But old man Winter, he's trying to come back, and the weather guy's saying it's going to get cold this weekend and a chance of snow flurries. So I'm going to enjoy this weather while we got it. And one thing I did today, I went to the flea market, and that's what this video is going to be about. Is a few items that I bought, and it was pretty good. There was probably about 20 vendors outside, and that's when you find some interesting things when people come to the outside of your flea market. Inside, pretty much everybody still has the same thing from last week, so I always like to see the vendors outside. So I'm going to show you a couple things, all pretty old and unique. The first thing we're going to get right off the table, because it's a very odd thing that I would purchase, and that is this little oven. It's a little metal oven, and it took me a minute to think to buy this. I was like, well, I don't know. My granddaughter, she's pretty getting older. She's 12 going on 13, so I didn't know she wanted it, but I was like, well, she probably wouldn't. But then I got thinking, well, my mom, she loves this old stuff, and she probably had one of these back in the day. So I believe it's from right around the 50s. So, it's a metal tin, and I looked it up before I bought it online, and ones in mint condition are going for like $80, and you can see this is not in mint condition, but we like kind of spiffing up things here at Redneck Ways, so it'll be a nice little project to do. I may make a video on it or whatever. The door doesn't want to close all the way, so, but one good thing about this type of tin toys, you can usually take them apart pretty easy. They're just got little tabs, and I can take it all apart. I don't want to get rid of too much of the patina. I do, what I have planned to do with it before I give it to my mom is take it apart if I have to, and get all that surface rust off of it, and either spray it back silver or just flat black. I'll probably go flat black since I got that on hand. And I first thought this door was yellow, but I don't think it was. I think it was just a metal, like a gun silver, you know what I mean? So maybe when I put some rust remover on that, it may take it right back down, which I don't know why the other doors are yellow and this one wouldn't be, but there's no sign of there was any time no paint. So, but I think it'll be a pretty easy fix. I don't know. I'm going to put a little oil on it right now and see if that helps shut that door. Kids back then had imagination, because first thing I did when I was looking at this, I was looking inside it and seeing if there was a light bulb or something. And there's not. It's just a little metal box that a little girl or a little boy would pretend to cook. It was all imagination back in the day. You didn't need no fancy lights. There's not a light one on it. Today's standards, it would have to have about 16 LEDs and a heating element, you know what I mean? Or it just would not pass to be a cool toy. But this was back in the day. Imagination, that's that. And I hope kids still have that, because that was some of my best times when I was a kid, and the things I imaginated came up with, I'm telling you. And that's what it was, all imagination. You pretend to put a cake in there and bake it and whatever, cornbread, whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna put a little oil on that door, see if we can get it closed a little bit better. Since I've got a little oil can here, we'll just give it a little oil. We'll give her a little love. A guy would not take no less than 10. And I was like, well, like I said, I thought about it for a couple minutes. I thought, my mom will probably like this. Maybe when she gets back in town, Probably a nice little surprise for her. So we'll get it cleaned up and see if we can get this door where it moves and latches. I ain't gonna spend too much time on it. I don't know if it had a spring or something. I'm gonna have to look it up. It may have had a spring or something, because it does have a little hole here, so it may have had a spring that would pull it up, because I do see a little tiny hole, and it looks like there had to be something to hold that up in place. But yeah, I thought that was cute. I'll set that aside real quick. And the next thing I found, guys, was pretty cool. If you mess with old lawnmowers. Now, I have never heard of Clinton engines. I think I have, but I've never had one. I think I have heard of Clinton, but I've never owned one. But this is the points. And I love finding this old new stock. See if it's all here. I didn't even look in here when I bought it. Yeah, the whole point system's there. Which those are some odd looking points, aren't they? They're nothing like Briggs and Stratton. I'm going to have to look up Clinton motors, small engines. But I love the arrowhead on this. I can get it back closed. I love the arrowhead. They did their when they market things back then. They just their packaging was awesome. Clinton engines. Any of you guys out there ever have a Clinton engine? And I found this, I've seen this, and I just love this picture. It's a needle book. It's just assorted needles, but just look at that beautiful artwork. Got the airplane back here in the background, the mom and dad, the happy children. Got a big old jet just back here in the back. This was back in the day when flying was just new. It was just special. Look how the guy's in a suit. People go in jogging pants now. But this is how they went to the airport back in the 40s and 50s. It was special. And I haven't looked. I don't know if there's any needles in this or not. Yep, just one fell. Wow, look at that. Ain't that pretty? I'll have to put that needle back. Okay, I don't want to get one of those in my foot. And also, you may be wondering, well, why would they need a needle set? Well, when they traveled, you know, the lady of the house, she took care of all the clothes. I mean, a button may have came off her husband's suit or Jimmy's shirt, and you know, here she had her needle kit, and I'm sure she had another special little thing, a thread. So totally different times for sure. I don't know if this is original packaging. I wouldn't think. Warning to avoid danger, suffocation. I don't know if that's original packaging or not. I wouldn't think it is. But that's going to look good in my little case over there for smalls. I call it my time machine, because that's where I put all my old little things I come to find. Alrighty. Next, I found just a book. I love my books, and I think I don't think you should trust the internet 100%. If there's a subject that you enjoy and you like, I would get it in hard print, and there's nothing wrong with it. A lot of people today think if you got a few books on a shelf or something, you're a hoarder. You're not. It's crazy how the younger people, you'll go and visit them at their house, and they won't have no furniture, just a empty room with the computer maybe setting up, or a laptop, and a couple LED lights, and they're happy with that. And but I like stuff. And I like stuff that I can hold and see and turn pages. But it's just a nice little Kodak book. Take better pictures. Just gives you some pointers. Got some pretty cute bike. Or I seen that bike. It's got some pretty nice images in here. Check that out. How I miss those. Those was born the year I was born in 1974. It's hard to believe they're gone. That's a beautiful picture of them. I wish they would have rebuilt them. I don't know why they didn't. They just put up them stupid lots. Don't get me wrong. I know the lots are for memory and for a memorial. I think they should have rebuilt it. Nyko. I had an old Nyko. I think it should still have one around here somewhere. But yeah, just help you take better pictures. And got some cool little images in here. Alright, this next thing I bought, I think is really, really cool. And I'm really glad to find them. I've never seen these before. Any type of broadcast. Now, the gentleman I bought these off of, he said that he thinks that these were at the radio station. And this is what they played, So it's just a mixture of different songs. Magic Records. Don't really have a date anywhere, but I thought that's pretty cool. The 33 and the third LP broadcast records. And as I walked around the flea market, a couple other people spotted me carrying these, and they said that they either had them back in the day and they enjoyed them, or they did have a couple at home and they liked them a lot. And like I just said, they have different songs. So I thought we would play this. I'm going to do it at the end. That way I can redo my video if I get a copyright or whatever, and I can leave the beginning up and take the music off. So let me set this aside. I got one more thing, guys, and I've got a lot of questions on it. Well, not a lot, but a few. Alright, guys, the last thing I found was this. It's a battery backup. Get y'all over here. It's a battery backup plus surge protection, and it has 8 plug-ins. Which, if I can get it fixed, it'd be nice here, because I have all these plugs. But also, I'm wondering if a surge protection would do the same thing as an isolation transformer. I kind of doubt it. I'm going to look it up, because I've been on the hunt for isolation transformer. But I don't know if that would have anything to do with it. I think the only thing the surge protection is just like if lightning hits this, and you probably would have your computers and stuff hooked into this just for the protection of lightning. So I don't know if this is an isolated. It has a huge transformer inside of it. It's a very heavy thing, especially when the battery's in. The battery's actually charging, so it hasn't been charging long enough to see if it's going to actually do 12 volts. Sometimes they'll fool you and they'll start charging, but they'll only charge up like 6 volts. It's very hard to find one of these little 12-volt batteries that's good. But once you find a good one, they're handy, because I bought this. Y'all, ones that watched all my videos, y'all probably remember when I bought this battery charger, and from the flea market. It's been a few months ago, back in the summer, last summer. But it's got the same battery in that, and I've had this battery inside here for almost 2 to 3 years. The secret is, I think, is keep them charged. If you just let them set and you don't, charge them up or nothing, they go bad. That's the only thing I could figure, because knock on wood, I haven't had no problems with this battery, and it's pretty much the same. It ain't the same brand, but it's the same, like the same size. So maybe one of you guys out there can tell me if I could use this also if it oscillates also. I mean, it'd be great if it did, but I don't think it does. I haven't looked this up or nothing. Just got home actually a little while ago and put it on charge. But there's something wrong with it. Even though when you push the power and you plug something in, it works. Where you plug in does work. But listen, I'll push the power on. It's got a little green light, but then it'll start chirping. And it won't quit doing that. And the little green light flashes. So I don't know why it's doing that. But like I said, it was saying, you can plug in your radio or whatever, and it'll work when you turn the power on. Everything comes on wherever you plug in. It's just that. I don't know if there's a bad fuse or what, but I need to look this up and find more about it. It also has a place to hook your cable and your telephone or your computer. So it's a pretty cool piece. I just got to see how it's going to work, see if that battery charges, see why that's screaming like it is. So, but we'll put that on the back burner, and we'll find out more about that at a later date. We'll let the battery charge, and got this for $2. So if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. All right, guys, we're going to use this old turntable, and it's not perfect yet. This is something I just keep tinkering with, and it seems like I'll never get it right. But it plays good enough we could check these albums out. So my other one's up on the shelf, and it's got 3 radios sitting on top of it, so it was easier just to use this. So we're going to take a listen to these old broadcast albums. Now these would have to, some of the songs on them seem like it would have to be in the 60s. So, or an oldies station from the 70s or 80s. I don't know. But let's spin one or two. Let's see what's on it. Now this says long playing 33.5 RPM. So I may not even be able to play this because I only have 33. I don't have the 1/3. So these may just be novelty items. I don't know. We'll find out. nice beat. All right, how nice is that? I think they work. And when I got reading while we was playing there, it says on the bottom, it says these records may be played on all mono hi-fi stereo phonographs. So, pretty cool, guys. Well, I like that because it didn't have no music and or no singing. I may be able to use some of this in some of my videos if YouTube don't put a video copyright on it. And it's just, I'm probably going to get a copyright on this. So if it does, I'll just have to go back through the video and just not use this part of the video. Alrighty, guys. I hope you're all having a great Saturday wherever you are. I hope everybody's well, everything's good, and everything is going your way, guys. And until the next one, I'll see you right here at Redneck Ways. More I learn about that surge protector thing. We'll make a video. I'll make a video on it and we'll open it up and see why it's making that horrible button, that horrible noise. So be on the lookout for that video. We'll see what we can do with that. And I'll look in and see if it's also could be used for an isolation transformer. Alright, guys. Till the next one. Bye, guys. I don't know why it's not doing it. Oh, I know. It's got to be up here to drop for some reason. I don't know why that is, but if the record's not there on the top and it drops it, the arm will not go over. So I guess it's like it somehow don't recognize. It recognizes there's maybe not a record. I don't know. That's weird. All right. Bye, guys.